So video number 2 is going to focus on molar mass and the molar mass triangle. So sometimes people like these ones more because we get away from that scientific notation of times 10 to the 23, and it's more practical numbers. These are easier to put into your calculator. However, even though it's just one triangle, there's an extra step you have to do because you'll never be given big M. You'll never be given molar mass. You can always find that from the periodic table. So that's why I've done a molar mass question first before doing anything with the triangle. So I picked the hardest one I could find on the worksheet, number 15, and you'll have to grab your periodic table so that all these values make sense. So this one's hard because it's got this weird dot 2H2O. So before that, I think we'll be able to find that we have 3 sodiums, right? 1 phosphorus, 4 oxygens. But this is like when you balance things and you put numbers in front to balance your reactions. So instead of just having 2 hydrogens, we have to multiply it by that 2. So we actually have 4 hydrogens. Instead of just having 1 oxygen, it's been multiplied by 2, so we have 2 oxygens. So we've counted all the atoms. We know all of these atoms, I've just put them in a row, end up making up this compound. We're going to go to the periodic table to find out these values that I've written here. And they're their mass numbers. So instead of going back and forth between the periodic table, I usually just write them right above. So I have all the information I need in one spot. So this is the mass number for sodium. For phosphorus, I've decided to keep the oxygen separate, but you could put them together if you wanted and say there's 6 total. And for hydrogen. So the next row, all I've done is done 3 times this value equals 68.97. 1 times that value is this, and multiplied it out. And then I've taken all these values, added them together, and the overall molar mass of this compound will be 199.98 grams per mole. Depending on which periodic table you use, yours might be a small amount off from this value, but so long as it's roughly the same, everything's fine. So there's just this one bonus step you have to do to be able to find M in order to use this triangle. So let's also do number 20 is the last question on that worksheet on the front side. So we want to know how many moles of silver nitrate are in 339.8 grams. So grams we know is mass. We're trying to find moles. And we've been given the compound name. So I've written out the formula of silver nitrate. So we need to find molar mass of silver nitrate. So it has 1 silver, 1 nitrogen, and 3 oxygens involved. I went to the periodic table and I found out the mass of each atom. I've taken the starting number and multiplied it by that mass in order to find my second line. So the only one that really changes is oxygen, right? Added these 3 values so that I could find the overall molar mass of silver nitrate. Awesome. So we have molar mass. We were given mass. We're trying to find moles. So moles equals mass divided by molar mass. So I just need to put those 2 values into my calculator, divide them, and I've just rounded out my answer to 2.0 moles.